Man, if it wasn't for the bad fashion sense, I feel like I could have been a Belgian monk. Like, because what a great
on Saturday.
Hey guys, I'm Isaac Harrigal for Geeks on Tap, and today we're in the beautiful and ever-changing downtown area of Austin. We are at the lovely Mort Subite Belgian beer bar down on Congress Avenue, and today we have with us the general manager, Colin Browning. Colin, say hello to the people.
Hello. Thanks for being here today.
Man, thanks for having us. This place is really lovely. So I gotta ask, like, the obvious question: a Belgian beer bar in downtown Austin, like. No offense, but it's like Austin's brewery scene has exploded. We've got 80 some odd breweries in the city alone.
Yeah.
So it's like opening up a classical Belgian beer bar. You have some local stuff, but opening up a classical Belgian beer jar just seems to go against the grain a little bit.
It does go against the grain a little bit, but it also tells a story that we're the homeland of brewing in Belgium, kind of the origins of Belgian beer. So
right.
We get to tell a story, Belgian story, but also we get to tell a local story. People from all over the world come to Austin in this little melting pot, and they visit us, and we're also just the concierge of traveling beer drinkers.
What is it about Belgian beer in particular that you're a fan of? Like for instance, at my job, I like to convert people a lot. Where it's like, I don't really like beer. And with Belgians, there's such a wide variety. They're very yeast forward. I always find that with wine drinkers especially, it's easier to get them into something. So what is it about Belgian beer that jazzes you out?
Well, here having 24 draft beers, it's just the heaven for a bartender. You have all the flavor profiles that you need to fix somebody's palate for what they're looking for. So they come in, they're looking for something chocolate, roasty, malty, sweet, sour. You have everything right at your fingertips. So if you ask the right questions, you can narrow in on what they're looking for. Maybe they want a rosé, but you also want to give them a beer experience. So you can give them a taste of something, just blow their minds.
Yeah, people expect beer to be really big, or it's either fizzy or it's hop juice. Yeah. And it's that's so small. We actually did an entire episode about conversion. We took a non-beer drinker, I built her a flight, just based off of a few questions, and that was one of my favorite episodes. You can watch that here. And it was fun because of the fact that she didn't expect beer to be this big, she expected it to be either water or, like I said, hop juice, and it's not. That's why I personally love Belgian beers. When I was getting into beers years ago, Belgian beers were what I went for because I still had a sweet tooth at the time. Yeah. And a lot of them, and also I had that philosophy of if it's under 8%, why bother? That just seems like a waste of time.
Yeah, and people get a little discouraged when they come in and they're 10%, I can't drink that. Wait, you ever drank a glass of wine before?
Yeah.
At 6 ounces for 15 at most percent, So this is a 10% beer, and we're serving it in its proper glass at 8.5 ounces.
Yeah.
Centiliters. So it's a good way to kind of be it's okay, it's all right. This is going to drink like wine. You're going to feel good about the way that the alcohol hits you, and you get those fruity esters, a little fennel spice coming out of some of them.
Yeah, and it's generally not super alcohol burny either. Yeah. The alcohol is there, you'll get a little bit of warmth on the back end, but I always feel it's more about just the flavor profile. I find a lot of wines to be too acidic. That's why I enjoy Belgian beers, because there's a lot of texture that offsets any acidity or weirdnesses. So what does Mort Subite mean? The actual word?
It is basically a gambling term that a bar in Brussels, it's still there, it's been there since 1910. 1910 it was called Le Court Royal, and it developed this culture of guys that would come in from their businesses, lawyers, local townsmen, come in, quick lunch hour, roll the dice. They play 4-2-1. And I don't really understand it. Nobody's actually sat down and taught me. a la Mort Subite. So they changed the name of that bar from Liqueur Real in 1928 to a la Mort Subite because of the gambling culture that they had there.
Okay.
So when it was down to 2 people, sudden death, roll the dice, the loser would pay the tab.
Oh man, that's so good. Some people like to do credit card roulette. I would take them, put them behind my back, and then just draw the game out.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you're not paying, and then like see who the last dude is. It's way more fun that way.
Sudden death.
Yeah, sudden death. It's like down to the last 2. Who's it gonna be? Ah, Ricky, you're paying the tab. Thanks, Ricky. What are you looking forward to in the next 3 to 5 to 10 years? Like hopefully, I want this place to never go away. But it's like, just as far as, not your goals for the business, but just like what do you hope to inspire? Like what do you feel like you're part of the conversation?
What we're doing here is just trying to tell the story and trying to tell the Belgian beer story. And with every beer you serve, you get to tell a story, and that's a fun thing. It develops, it enhances culture and an understanding of, beer isn't just beer. It comes from a reason and a region and grains and the way that farmers. You look at saisons.
Just saison means season in French.
Season. So they would use those. The farmhouse workers would drink that after a long shift. Lower ABV, quenching their thirst. There's a reason for each beer.
Thank you so much for all of your time
and
for the lovely, delicious beer. Mort Subite, downtown Austin on Congress Avenue. Come down here. Come see Colin, come see Tony, come see the other bartenders that they have. Those are the only 2 I know. And come in, sit down, have a pint, learn some history. I'm Isaac Carrigal. This has been Geeks on Tap, and your next beer is on us. Cheers.